feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Matt Forte. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Again, they run. Again, it's Forte. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. This is Bilal Powell. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second down, 9 yards to go.
All right, now look at 56.
They'll try the air now with Simeon. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Simeon. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. William Hayes in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. On is the second-year man from Sam Houston State, Lachlan Edwards, to punt it away. The dangerous Jarvis Landry back for Miami. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. Shift together here from the D-line. On first and 10, it's Cutler. And his first look is incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Ajayi last year, 1,272 yards, third most in a single season in Dolphin history.
And he helped transform Miami into a playoff team in 2016.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They run again with Ajayi. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Cutler. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Here's Cutler. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They start on the ground with Forte. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Simeon. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They stay on the ground. Forte again. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's third down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, here's Simeon. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here we go. Blue 90. Gun.
On first down, Simeon sets up the screen to Forte. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
They could not be more opposite in build. But coming into 2017, Matt Forte pretty much neck and neck with Darren Sproles for most receptions by a running back.
Yeah, both guys just over 500 into the year. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. This is the running back, Powell. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Simeon. Incomplete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll fake it. Now Simeon. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22. Simeon. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. And this will be caught in the end end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jermaine Kearse, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
Now it's Cutler. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Demario Davis leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Now Cutler to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now Cutler on 3rd and long, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke. Down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Back deep for the Jets, the AFC leader in return yards in 2015, Jeremy Curley. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Curley. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Jets take possession. New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The drive begins with a run by Forte. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
On 2nd down, here's Simeon. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Forte as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To throw on 2nd is Simeon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. Over.
From the 50, it's Simeon. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, here we go. Green.
Simeon on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Back line it up, Philly. Here we go. Set. No. Watch it now, Barney.
They go back to the ground attack here. It's Forte. Pushes over him.
Now, that's just not right.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Matt Forte, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll throw on first down with Cutler. Going back to Lander. This time he's got it. Complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Now Cutler on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Parker, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! Leopard!
Second and 10 now. It's Cutler. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. On first and 10, it's Cutler. Now they go screen. It's complete. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jay Ajayi, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On first down, this is Forte. Yeah, nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down to the offense needing 5 yards. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Out of the gun, Simeon. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Ndamukong Suh able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Jets on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A running play now for Forte. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Here we go now.
A final shot before break. Simeon over the middle, and it's incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Jakeem Grant now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, Cutler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now Cutler on third and long. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, Marcus May. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. After the interception, here's Simeon. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jermaine Kearse with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. It's good, and it's 21-10. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They run with Ajayi. And he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. And
they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now it's Cutler. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now it's Ajayi. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Cutler now to throw on third down. And he finds a man. It's Fasano. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Throwing now, Cutler on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now Cutler, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal. Now Cutler. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And Parkey's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To throw is Simeon. Flush to his right. Complete to Stewart, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a toss. This is Forte. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. On 1st and 10, Simeon. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jermaine Kurz, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now. Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24. line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So it'll be first down here after the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Cutler. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Demario Davis in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Second down, here's Cutler. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Steve McClendon in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Cutler. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Back to the ground on first, it's Forte. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Simeon. It's caught. It's Stewart. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Green, 39. Now look at 56.
They'll try and get it with Forte. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. Blue, landing.
On the counter, Forte. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On second down, here's Simeon. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Ray Malaluga. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Forced out to his left. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
To throw, Cutler. Escaping the pressure right. And throw right side complete to Parker. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
And Devontae Parker was one of 3 Miami receivers to go over 700 yards last year, along with Jarvis Landry and Kenny Stills. But I do know this. They'd love to have one of them emerge and be that 1,000-yard guy and take the pressure off of everyone else.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago. And
I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
All right, here we go.
This is Forte. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now, check. Patriot! Patriot! Here we go now. Back down. Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
On 2nd down, Forte. Matt Forte with green grass ahead. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Forte with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Drops it off to Ajayi, and he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll throw on first down with Cutler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Dolphins on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing here, Cutler. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That first, good for 20 and a first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Dolphins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the shotgun, Cutler. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On 1st and 10, it's Cutler. Flushed out right. Caru's got it complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Leonte Caru, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. This time Forte takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Check four. Under 10. Crash.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. No. Check. Set. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on third down, Simeon. He's got Curse. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Check three.
They'll run with Forte. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a run with Forte. Breaks a tackle. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Jets on third down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hurry up, here we go.
Forte. Then he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
Yeah, baby. Two time. Now let's go. Blue 90. Right there. Watch the screen.
The D can only stop it 1 more time as they take the knee. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Jets, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So that's